Hey, Colts fans, Browns fans, if you're watching this, Anthony Walker Jr., free agent Mike linebacker for the Indianapolis Colts, just got signed by the Cleveland Browns. My reactions next.
All right. So I guess now you understand what the plan was.
Absolutely. At Colts Law, we talk Indianapolis Colts football.
We're going to stick to what we know, fundamentals and technique, 1% better every day.
What's going on? So, as you may have heard or may not have heard, the Indianapolis Colts had multiple free agents this year. One of those free agents was Mike linebacker Anthony Walker Jr. Now, let's just talk a little bit about Anthony Walker, okay? First off, Anthony Walker was a fifth-round pick. Came into the Indianapolis Colts, took over that Mike linebacker position, and was a stud from the get-go. His ability, he's like a coach on the field. He's able to read an offense. He's able to do so many things, right? He's great. He almost never misses a tackle. He goes out there. He does so much. He reads that offense, reacts before the ball's even snapped. He's on the move, going to the direction that the play is supposed to head to. He gets guys in position. Darius Leonard wouldn't be the guy he is today if it wasn't for the fact that Anthony Walker Jr. during Darius Leonard's rookie and sophomore year taught him so much, helped him get into the NFL and understand how to read and react, how to break down film. Anthony Walker's that guy that the Monday after a game, he's not at home celebrating or something. He's in the film room breaking down film of the team he's getting ready to play on his own without coaches. Breaking down the film, seeing things, and then on Tuesday comes in to the facility and shares it not only with his players, but the coaches. All right? Anthony Walker Jr. is a stud, not only on the field, but in the locker room as well. Incredibly respected. When I did not expect the Colts to re-sign Anthony Walker Jr. I'll be fair. I've said it the entire offseason. I didn't think the Colts could afford him, let alone the fact, that Bobby Okereke was coming in, and he's a little bit better at falling back into a zone coverage or man coverage. He's a little bit quicker than Anthony Walker Jr. But, man, I like Bobby Okereke, but he doesn't have the same thing that Anthony Walker has. He was one of my favorite players on the Colts, on the team, not just on defense, not just the front seven. I mean the team. I had an amazing amount of respect for Anthony Walker Jr. So when I saw that the Cleveland Browns signed him, I was ecstatic. I was like, yes, the Cleveland Browns just got themselves one heck of a linebacker. And then I saw the amount they signed him for. $3.5 million on a one-year deal. Are you kidding me? I get it. Anthony Walker wants to start and have a lot of playing time. He had less snaps than Darius Leonard last year, but had more tackles than Darius Leonard. Let that sink in a little bit. The man knows how to play football, especially against the run. Very, very, very good against the run. So he wants to be able to go out and play his butt off, for another team. It's not like he was held back for snaps last year, right? He played plenty of snaps. It's just, when I say less snaps than Darius Leonard, it was like 10 less snaps, but had more tackles than Leonard. So think of it that way. Here's the issue. $3.5 million is a freaking steal for the Cleveland Browns when it came to signing Anthony Walker Jr. I'm not sure they understand the quality of player they're getting at linebacker right now. It is, I get it. It's, the COVID-19 cap hit, which is, it sucks because it lowers the cap situation. And he's going to a team that's going to compete. The Cleveland Browns are a team that's going to be a playoff contender for a while. They've proven it. They're a good team, right? They needed a little bit of help on defense. Their offense was great. He's going to provide everything they need. But $3.5 million is complete and utter disrespect. The man, I thought he was going to get paid $10 to $12 million a year. I really did. That's the quality of linebacker I feel Anthony Walker is. I mean, for real. I have broke down Anthony Walker. You could go check out my stream after this. After this stream, you can go check out my film room of Anthony Walker Jr. And it shows you what this guy provides a team. He is an amazing linebacker, and I can't believe it. Sarg, I'm going to call you Sarg Milano. Hey, I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. I'm glad you're able to make this live stream. I don't know how long it's going to be because I'm going live at 5 o'clock. I'm going live here in about 45 minutes to go over the Carson Wentz press conference that he held yesterday, or day before yesterday. But either way, because I haven't watched it yet. I've intentionally not watched that so that I could give an instant reaction as we go over it. But right now, man, this sucks. It doesn't suck. It sucks personally. It sucks for Walker. Walker deserves more than $3.5 million. I'm glad he's going to a team that's going to compete and is going to use him. And it's a one-year deal, so most likely he's going to go over there and do the same thing he did with Indy and show that he is a bad mofo at linebacker, and then he's going to end up getting paid. But the fact that he's been working off of a fifth-round pick salary for the last 4 years, and now he's only getting $3.5 million, is just, it's a shame. It's a freaking shame. Gary says this is not the year to get paid. Lots of one-year low-ball offer prove-it contracts. I get it. I understand it. And I see where you're coming from. And I just said that. It just sucks. I mean, it sucks for the guy. I love Anthony Walker. I wish him the best. He definitely deserves that. He definitely deserves money. We had one of the top defenses in the league, Lawrence Mason says, and we let Autry and Walker go. I understand the Autry thing. I believe the Colts want to get younger at defensive end and on defense. I get that. Anthony Walker's a young guy just coming off his rookie contract. And I understand that we got faster linebackers, but we do not have better all-around, like, field generals. There is not a better field general on this team. I wouldn't say that our quarterbacks were better field generals than Anthony was. Go ask Darius Leonard. I bet he'll tell you the exact same thing. I'm a Browns fan and has my name. Yeah, there you go. Dude, you're going to love him. If you're a Browns fan, I'm telling you, you're going to love Anthony Walker Jr. There were times, Nomatic Brian, Walker deserves the money. Yes. Okay, so a little hint. Walker missed just a few games in his 4-year stint with the Colts. Just a few. And you could legitimately see the difference with him on the field and with him off the field. The Colts at times with him off the field look confused, like they don't know what they're doing and they don't get the coverages right. When Walker is on the field, no one has missed coverages. Everybody's in the right place, doing the right thing. And that's one of the reasons why the Colts have a great defense. Because when he's on the field, they don't give up big plays very often. Because he knows what's going on. And he's telling everybody, hey, you over there, watch him. You watch him. You know, be careful because I think they're getting ready to run a screenplay. Stuff like that. Walker is amazing at recognizing what the offense is about to do. And because he's not with the Colts, I'm telling you, yes, I understand Bobby Okereke has similar qualities in that aspect. But I'm telling you, we're going to see a difference. We're going to see a difference. It won't be obvious probably right away, but we will see a difference. The difference between Okereke and Walker in run defense, Walker doesn't shed blocks very well. He can't come off a block nearly as well as Anthony Walker. Now, does he read and react? Yes. People get away from his tackles. Walker doesn't miss tackles very often. I've seen Anthony Walker lose tackles quite a bit. Or not Anthony Walker, Bobby Okereke. I've seen him lose tackles quite a bit. Anthony Walker doesn't. He wraps you up, you're done. Period. I saw a play where he started running the right direction when the ball was snapped, the direction he was supposed to be going on a play when the entire offense was going this direction, he was going this direction. Why? Because he knew it was a misdirection play from the snap. While the rest of the defense was going the direction that the offense was, Anthony was going the right direction and made a tackle for loss because of it. That tells you what kind of player Anthony Walker is. Man, I can't tell you how ticked off I am over the fact that he only got $3.5 million. I'm telling you, he's going to make a fat wad of cash next year. Once that happens, we will miss you, Walker. Yes, we will, John Davis. Gary Thomas, one of the smartest guys in the building. Agreed. How you been doing, Ross? Appreciate you being here. I mean, good Lord. Yes, Okereke is more of a pass coverage linebacker, whereas Anthony Walker is that Mike. The problem is the Colts hardly are ever in their base 4-3 defense. If they were in a base 4-3 defense the majority of the time, I'd almost guarantee you Walker would still be on the Colts. Because you'd have Okereke at Sam, Walker at Mike, Leonard sitting over there on the other side. Right? At the will. I'd almost guarantee it. But because of the way the Colts, the way this NFL is going, not just the Colts, but the NFL in general, with the fact that, you know, they're more of a pass-happy league now rather than a run-stopping league, teams are going into nickel a lot more than they are going into base. But if they were in base, Walker would be on the field almost every play. The man's a stud. Don't forget, guys, I'm sitting here, I'm pouring out my heart to you guys. Please smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. I got a couple Browns podcasts that I'm talking to right now. I've already got one set up where I'm going to join them and tell the Browns fans what they're getting. I will be announcing it when it happens. But man, I feel bad for Walker. I don't feel bad for his position where he's going. The Browns have turned their organization around over the last 2 years. They look like an organization that's on the up and up. And I think Walker's going to a good team. I just wish he got paid more. Thanks, King J. Appreciate you. Dan got the plan. What's going on, man? Appreciate you being there. Mason says, I want Hilton back in Indy. There's a good chance T.Y. Hilton and Xavier Rhodes signs back with Indianapolis, I think. As what I'm seeing right now, I think there's a good chance both of them probably end up getting it. I love to see Colts law getting heated. I don't very often. I'm normally a very kind of even-keeled person. But when you see a guy who is such a good player get lowballed because of the cap salary hit from COVID-19, that really, really ticks me off, especially when he's one of my favorite players in the NFL. I mean, for real. I see Walker as one of the better run-stopping linebackers there is in the NFL. I'd say he's top 5 run-stopping linebacker. I think he's a better run defender than Darius Leonard. Leonard's better all around. As an overall linebacker, there's almost no one better than Darius Leonard. But when it comes just reading, reacting, and stopping the run, I can't think of anyone better. I mean, he's even gotten better over the past year or so in pass coverage, if you've watched. He's tipped a lot of passes. What's going on, Zach? Appreciate you being here. The depth at linebacker was security for me as a fan. That's another thing, okay? The depth. It's pretty obvious Ballard and his boys can draft linebackers, right? It's pretty darn obvious because they've gotten a lot of good ones. I mean, there's positions they draft really, really safety, linebacker, offensive line, running back. Those are 2 positions on either side of the ball that Ballard and company draft really, really, really well. Aaron Stackhouse, Browns got a steal. Good luck, Anthony Walker Jr. That's it. Right there. They got a massive steal. Milano says he's going to get a big contract after this 1-year deal ends. I believe so too, as long as he doesn't get hurt. That's the problem. He's poured out his heart and soul the last 4 seasons with the Colts. Missed a couple games due to injury. One was a concussion, right? And that game he missed with a concussion was the game I was talking about. The Colts should have won. They look like crap on defense because he missed that game. Because there was confusion on the defensive side. I wish him luck. I hope he's able to stay healthy and continue to play well next year. That way he does get that contract he deserves. Period. I really do. That's what I'm saying, Lawrence Mason. Walker was like a coach on the field. Ant Rogers, I'm so blown that Walker is gone, shaking my head. Hope he had a great career and retires a Colt, maybe come back as a linebacker coach. Ooh, I would have no issues with that. That's what he wants to be. When he's done playing football, he stated he wants to be a coach. His dad is a football coach. That's how he learned to be the kind of person that he is on the field. Ross, what's going on? Is the Watson situation going to scare teams away? First off, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate you, Ross. You're the man. Now, the question with the Watson situation, I don't think it's going to. I think the more I think about it, the more I think this is a situation where it looks like a lot of these allegations could be linked and tied to the Texans organization itself with the people like the attorneys and stuff that's going through this. This looks like the Texans trying to slander Watson's name a little bit to make teams afraid. I think it's going to come out sooner rather than later. And quite frankly, you don't come out with your opening statement and say, this isn't about money. We're not about money. We want what's right. And then before they even file a juncture, they send a statement to the Watson camp and says, hey, we'll take this amount of money to let this go away. You don't say that and then say, oh, this is not about the money. That's BS. I think Deshaun Watson ends up getting traded after all this. I think this is going to put a big old split between the Texans and Watson. I hope and pray I'm right and Watson isn't actually guilty of these allegations. If he is, then he deserves whatever's coming to him. If he's not, then in my opinion, I don't care if it's NFL or everyday regular person, if you do false claims and it's proven that it's a false claim, I think you should get something in return for that. The person doing the false claim, and it's proven it's a false claim because you're trying to smudge somebody or get some money or whatever, I think there should be charges filed on them. That's just my opinion. But that's done with me. I'm done with that. Hold on. That's my alarm stating that I got a half an hour before I have to go live on another stream. My bad, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. I don't know what the heck happened there. Anyhow, that was weird. How do we re-sign Marlon Mack and not Anthony Walker Jr.? That's a good question. Now, I get Anthony Walker was going to have less playing time, so I understand that. And he wanted to get more playing time so he'd get paid more money. But $3.5 million, he's going to take a big hit here. He's going to play like a baller next year for the Cleveland Browns and then get that 10 to 12 million bucks. Marlon Mack, he's coming off an Achilles tear. So 1 year, $2 million prove-it deal for him to stay with the Indianapolis Colts. I'm good with that. And now I think the Colts have the best running back field in the NFL. Yeah, scary stuff. Sorry about the noise in the background, ladies and gentlemen. My grandbaby's in the house, and he's down there playing like heck. DPN, what's going on, DPN? Did I hear Wentz call out Pat McAfee today? No, I did not, but I will make sure to check that out and reply to that. I'm going to have to, because I can't stay a whole lot longer. Hold on. Wentz at McAfee. New Colts quarterback appears on the Pat McAfee show. Okay, so my apologies, DPN. Ray Route, what's up? Thank you so much, by the way, for the super chat. Really appreciate that. You didn't have to go off and do that. I seen you. I would have came to this anyhow. But here's the deal. I'm doing a Carson Wentz breakdown of his press conference when the signing went official. So I'm going to probably end this stream here pretty soon so I could go check out the Pat McAfee one too. And then I'll give my thoughts on that, okay? But I appreciate you bringing that up because that'll be a good thing to go over when I go over the press conference as well. Thank you so much. That's what I'm saying. False accusations should be counted as serious offenses because it's slandering someone's name. And even if they're found out false, it still follows with that person the rest of their lives usually. Gary says Marlon needs to prove it. What better place to do it? Yeah, than with the team that he already proved it with. I got a feeling if he's even 90% back to what he was, I think he's going to be Jonathan Taylor's backup, and I think Nyheim Hines will get a lot more snaps as a second running back that'll split out into a wide receiver position. Ross brings up another one. DPN, Chad Kelly, that is all. Sorry, if Ray and whoever is running the DPN, Ross put this out here just to troll you. But because he paid me money, I have to show it. So that's that. That's that. Bill Nye says, I'm a Browns fan. Fill me on Walker Jr. Well, first off, thank you for being here, Browns fan. Appreciate you being here. Secondly, I've already spoken a lot about Anthony Walker and what you are going to know. When I end this here shortly, feel free to refresh it and watch it from the beginning because I give you everything you need to know. Go through the chat as well right over here because every Colts fan knows what Anthony Walker's about. You guys got a steal at $3.5 million for a Mike linebacker as good as Anthony Walker Jr. I thought he should have got paid between 10 and 12 million and probably would have if it wasn't for this COVID season. That's all I'm saying. Coach on the field. Absolutely. Matthew Parker asks, what's the biggest need the Colts need to address in the draft? And I'm going to tell you something right now. Obviously, the top two are defensive end and left tackle. I'm torn on which to get first. It really depends upon who is there and what the situation is, okay? That's all I'm going to say for now. I want to do another stream because I'm telling you, I broke down Jalen Phillips. And I think he's like Javon Curse. And then I went and looked at another person who broke him down, and he compares him, and I kid you not, to TJ Watt and Nick Bosa. Okay? So I'm just saying. They say that defensive end doesn't have that premier top guy. I think Phillips is that guy. Which makes me, I don't think he's going to reach the 21st pick for the Colts. I don't think he makes it out of the top 15. Line situation's fine as long as we can get ourselves an average to above average left tackle, Ross. Zen Edwards says, thanks, Owen. Proud of your work. Good, sir. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I got 20 minutes before I have to come back on here. I got to go. Aaron's correct, though. We do need more depth at the offensive tackle. We need to get some average to just below average guys, and then a starter and draft somebody. A starter that's average to above average, and then we need to draft someone to learn underneath. That's my opinion on that. Yeah, you was wondering why you got him so cheap. It was because of the COVID-19, and there's just no money around to hire middle linebackers. That's all it is. You'll have to pay fat cash to keep him next year. I almost guarantee it. But anyhow, I got to run. I appreciate all of you. 41 in the live stream, but I got to set up for my stream here in 15 minutes while I'm coming back. So please come back. I'm going over the Carson Wentz press conference. Live reaction to it. Ain't watched it yet. And until next time, I'm Lawrence Owen. This is Colts Law. Please smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Notification bell so you're notified next time I go live. And don't forget, I have a Patreon. It's in the description of the video. And until next time, have a good one. Yeah, baby.
All right. So I guess now you understand what the plan was.
Absolutely. At Colts Law, we talk Indianapolis Colts football.
We're going to stick to what we